Hello, everyone. Hello, Liana.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, how are you? Can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you well. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, all is
Yeah,
good. So,
good.
hello, everyone. Welcome to our live today. Today, we have a special guest. So, our speaker today is Uliana Rogers, nutritional therapist. And today, we're going to discuss very important topic that every woman knows what's happening once per month, how we feel. What is it? PMS? Is it normal, or maybe just symptoms that we need to recognize them earlier? So we are going to discuss everything today with Uliana. And if you have any questions, please let us know. Leave your question, and Uliana, I'm sure, will be happy to answer. As today we have
Yes,
an
of course.
opportunity, I don't think we're going to talk long. So if you have your question, just write immediately, and I will ask Uliana. Yeah, thank you, Uliana, that you are here with us today. I'm happy to see you. And can you tell more about yourself? I think it's very interesting for me and for our audience.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much for inviting me here. It's very a nice opportunity for me to speak out and to be able to explain some women who don't actually realize how important it is to know your body better. My name is Uliana, as you said. I am a chemist, so I have a chemistry degree, and also I studied nutrition. So I always wanted to know more about our bodies, how to help my family, myself, to heal and never get ill, essentially. So, and I combine my knowledge in chemistry and now my knowledge in how our bodies function, and I help women and help just people, mostly women, to feel better, to dig deeper into the symptoms and help them just to have a better life.
Okay, yeah, it's very interesting. And what about our topic today? We are going to discuss PMS. What do you think about it? How is it common problem?
Yes, PMS is actually very, very common. It's about 75% of women, they experience one or two symptoms, and there are so many of them. It's about 150 symptoms that are recognized now. They can be mild symptoms, they can be really severe symptoms that a woman feels and she can't function normally. So it can really, really affect their life. But PMS is just a little bit of the whole variety of things that happen during this cycle every month. And in order to understand the PMS itself, we need to understand how the whole cycle happens and what is happening every day of a cycle.
Okay, can you tell us then more about our menstrual cycle and how it works and why then we have PMS? How it happens?
Yes, of course. So PMS is just a result of something that is not right. So, as you said, that it is, yes, it's common, but common doesn't mean it's normal. So we women, we're so used to especially women who experience PMS, they're so used to the symptoms, and they think it's just normal. It's just the part of being a woman. Yes, and they just deal with that. They live their normal life and it just don't do anything about that, especially when your blood levels are okay. and you go to a doctor saying that I feel sad, I feel this and that, the doctor will do even a pelvic scan, and everything is fine on your pelvic scan, and everything is fine on your blood test, but it's not how you feel. You don't feel well, right? So and also a lot of women, they assume that my menstrual cycle is just this 3 to 7 days of menstruation, but
Mhm.
the menstrual cycle is actually it's a long loop of different things that are happening in your body, starting from your very first day of your bleed and finishing with the very last day of your luteal phase. And then this loop starts again, and you have your menstruation again. So, and PMS is just the last part of this cycle. And in order to help a woman to resolve PMS and resolve and get better from the symptoms, then we need to know what part of the cycle actually we can affect
Mm.
by nutrition, by lifestyle, by even regulating our stress levels. So, do you want to hear shortly just about the cycle itself?
Yeah, let's do like maybe very shortly about the cycle, and to better
Mm,
understand, for example, why do PMS appears before. But
mhm.
PMS symptoms appears before
Mm.
before the period, not like after.
Yes, yes, I know what you mean. So, just imagine that your cycle, we can divide it into two parts: follicular phase and luteal phase. A lot of women, they heard about these phases. The
Mhm.
follicular phase is very important. Is the phase where your ovaries, inside your ovaries, there are um, the egg is being matured. You have follicles that inside your ovaries. That is why this phase is called follicular phase. It's called follicular phase because inside the ovaries you have your follicles. And by the way, every woman is born with a certain number of follicles, like 100 of these follicles. You cannot grow any more of them.
Wow. Mhm.
Yes, they determined. So some women, they're luckier, they have more, so they have more chances to get pregnant. Some women have less. So during this follicular phase, your estrogen levels, they are going up.
Mhm.
Estrogen, as we heard, this is a main female hormone. Men have this hormone as well, but women have large amounts of that. And in this follicular phase, women usually feel the best. They
Mm.
feel very feminine. They feel very active. They feel happy. They can exercise. They can do their jobs better because of the influence of estrogen. Estrogen is very, very good for a woman.
Mhm.
Then you have, it's about like 14 days of your follicular phase. Then you have your ovulation. Ovulation is a center event of the whole menstruation. Because your ovary is releasing an egg in order to create a new body. Um, then the next phase, this is where all the problems begin. This is your luteal phase. It's called luteal phase because there is a hormone called luteinizing hormone, which is surges, so it's going up sharply in order to release an egg. This is just the nature produced this beautiful thing in our bodies. So when your egg is released, the follicles, they like go around your egg, and your egg is released in your for your tubes to go into your uterus, sorry. And the leftovers, these follicles, they produce progesterone. Progesterone is another hormone that is very, very important for a female body. And normally, in a normal cycle, for a woman who doesn't have any PMS, who doesn't feel any hormonal changes as such, this is very calming. This is very a very relaxing hormone. Progesterone, it acts on your brain as it's like a switches off your nerves. It calms you down. It makes you relaxed and chilled. But something goes wrong in this luteal phase. But it is believed that it's not about the levels of your
Mhm.
hormones, but it's about how your body reacts to the changes of your
Okay.
hormones. As I
Mhm.
said, so your estrogen first goes up, then it goes down. Your progesterone was low, then it goes up. And all this roller coaster of your hormones being up and down, and some tissues of our body, including your brain. This is why we feel irritable, we feel tearful, we feel like we're not like the world is not the right place for us. This is just because our brain tissue, our brain cells, they react to these changes in hormonal levels. So this is absolutely beautiful thing that is happening every month. And yes, PMS is happening before the menstruation. This just because how the levels of hormones affect our brain and all other tissues of our body. And also this progesterone along with estrogen, they both drop just before the cycle begins, just before the menstruation. And this drop, this is what affects our bodies and what affects the women, how she feels, if it makes sense. So, and
Okay.
PMS, yes, they have different, different women can feel different things.
Different things. Yeah. And Uliana, we have a question from our audience. How is it working with women who professional athletes and have a competition on these days, for example?
Mhm.
Yeah,
On
yeah, it's very
PMS.
yeah. It's very interesting and important topic because really, like I was thinking about it too. What to do, like if someone in sport and have a competition these days, how to help and what we can do.
So there was a really nice study that was done on the competing females, and I think they were runners, and they just asked women to keep a track on how they feel. And the best run ever was where the estrogen was high in follicular phase, and the worst they could feel and they could exercise is this luteal phase before the menstruation. um, the answer is it depends on what symptoms are. So if you have, for example, the symptoms of emotional symptoms, so if the symptoms include like irritability or restlessness, or you cannot fall asleep before the competition, for example, why you cannot fall asleep? Because your progesterone, it affects your brain neurotransmitters. These are messengers in your brain that's called GABA. GABA is a calming neurotransmitter. It helps us to relax and sleep better. So if you have these symptoms, for example, restlessness, and you cannot fall asleep, we can affect GABA levels by increasing your levels of B6. You have some food that contain B6, or you
Mhm.
can simply supplement with a good B complex, including B6, like 50 milligrams even of B6 before bed, together with magnesium glycinate, for example, because magnesium relaxes your muscles and your brain as well. But magnesium helps your neurotransmitters like GABA as well. So The answer is it really depends on the symptoms, but most symptoms are they are irritability and just restlessness. So I
Yes.
would support with magnesium and B vitamins.
Okay, so we need supplements to support our body. For example, if we have a competition, let's say sport competition these days, yes,
If we need like a quick fix,
quick fix.
competition is tomorrow and I just need to do something. Yes, of course you can try to have like a large amount of magnesium before sleep and B6 before sleep. But if an exercising woman, an athlete, knows that she's got PMS and she's got a competition, we need to work on your body. We need to prepare it way before that. So
Mm-hmm.
it takes minimum 3 months to have a year to see the improvements if you want your body to just to support your body, because you can just have a tablet and that's it. But if you want to support your body so your body heals itself, it takes time.
Yes, and I guess it's the same just for all women, yeah, who want to improve, for example, not to feel these symptoms, PMS, and also question: is it possible? Don't have this PMS? Like, is it possible? Like, just oh no, or still our body will feel some symptoms.
um I have never had PMS myself, so
Mm-hmm.
it is possible.
So you answered.
Maybe something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just lucky. Yes. Again, it depends. As a naturopathic nutritional therapist, we are looking at a body as a whole. PMS, it's not a separate thing in your body. PMS is just a result of a complex of lifestyle, of your nutrition, of your genetics as well, and in your age as well. So the women after 40s, they feel PMS even worse than when you're 20s, because it's like perimenopause. When you're coming up to menopause, everything just crashes and going even worse than it used to be before. So I cannot just tell about all women at once. Every woman is so unique.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and let's talk then about nutrition. How nutrition can help us.
Mhm. So here again, I was going to tell you about four different types of PMS that are recognized, and you can
Okay.
see
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, yes, what exactly, what type could you be? So, and different types can be supported differently. So we have this type, it's called PMS irritability, where you feel irritable, you feel anxious, you hate everything, you just don't touch me. You telling your husband, go away, don't touch me. And everybody in your family can feel it as well. And you, after that, you don't like yourself. You just, it's not me, it's just like a different person. This is where nutrition can really support a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is actually this type is very common. And how you can support yourself? You need to have regular meals, for example. Your body needs nutrition, proper nutrition, to feel safe. And also you need good levels of serotonin in your brain. And why it happens? Because your estrogen levels drop, and estrogen really helps your brain to produce serotonin. Serotonin is our happy hormone. We need to make our woman happy. How we can make her happy? We need to give her serotonin, but we cannot give serotonin as a hormone. But we can support our body to produce serotonin. Then again, B6 vitamins.
Mhm.
Then again, we need substrate. Substrate is what our body is make serotonin from. Substrate is amino acids which are coming from protein. Protein. So we all know good sources of protein. It's like plain meat, like chicken. If you're vegetarian, you can have vegetarian sources of proteins like
Mhm.
legumes, tofu, and eat a lot of that. Eat it in every meal. Don't fast in this in the luteal phase, and especially if you're irritable. Fasting is the worst thing that you can do during your luteal phase, especially when you have PMS.
Mhm. Also, another question, Uliana, I noticed more professional athletes can move these days forward. It works, but is it good for health or not?
To be a professional athlete.
No, I think the question was like professional athletes still can move. I mean, can feel PMS, but probably can do can uh, can do the exercises, can do everything. As I understood from this question, it like everything is okay, but is it good for our health? For example, when we feel when we have these symptoms, but we're like still
Mhm.
trying to, you know, to do everything to perform our best.
It would be absolutely great if sports communities they consider women and their cycle, and women they're totally different to men. But when we compete, there's no difference. We compete in the in the same time, the same time of a day, the same time of a month. Yes, of course, it's not healthy to do something that your body sends you single against from your body's. Uh, th- your body is very smart. It wouldn't send you any signals if it wouldn't need it. So what I mean is, if you feel weak, if you don't feel any energy, if you feel cramps, if you feel like just slowing down, this is for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's obviously not healthy for a woman in your luteal phase if you have these symptoms exercise. But of course sport is a very challenging thing for a body anyway, not only for reproductive health, but just in general for your muscles, for your bones. It's not healthy in general to be a professional athlete, but we still do it. And it's a good thing because this is our passion, the passion now of an athlete, and I can understand that. And what we can do, if we train for a marathon or something, we should prepare, or we should plan the exercise to do the heaviest thing in the follicular phase, and the lightest preparation should go in your luteal phase. I know it's difficult to do, especially if you train as a group of women,
Mm-hmm.
but this is what biologically would be a sensible thing to do.
Yeah. Thank you for answering. Uliana, next question we have. Could you give more examples of diet that is useful to help body to reduce level of PMS? More
Mhm.
examples of special diet, what we can eat, probably, yeah.
Okay, let's just generalize then. Let's just think that PMS is just one a complex of different symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
What should we do? The first most important thing, have 3 meals a day. Don't skip any meals, because a lot of women they have cravings. They have chocolate cravings, they have sugar cravings. Why? Because we don't have enough serotonin. And the carbohydrates and simple sugars in sweets, they are like a delivery machine or a car
Mhm.
to our brain for serotonin to be delivered into our brain. And for body to send the signals of cravings, it's the easiest way to deliver serotonin. What we can do, we can couple these sugars, if you do consume them, with protein, with a lot of fiber. So each meal, if you do crave chocolate, have your chocolate, but don't have it as a meal, have it as a dessert. So first of all, have your source of protein, tofu if you're vegetarian, or have some chicken if you're not vegetarian. Have a lot of vegetables like broccoli. Have a lot of green leaves. So your plate should be 50% of different greens and vegetables. Some healthy fats as well, essential for your brain, essential for the neurotransmitters as well, including serotonin. What healthy nuts are? Fats are nuts, olive oil. Have a really good amount of olive oil on top of your vegetables. Seeds, pumpkin seeds, just any seeds that you prefer. Smoothies,
Mhm.
beautiful way to get into your routine during PMS. Good source of protein as well in your smoothie if you have put collagen powder, so you have a beautiful collagen powder as well, like LoveSelf,
Yeah.
and protein powder, and just any powders that have a lot of fiber and protein would be essential and would be very useful for a woman to have as well, especially on the go when you're a busy woman.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And oh, but why do we want to eat chocolate so much, in this period? And sometimes it feels like the best solution, but maybe it's
Mhm.
not the right solution.
Chocolate contains cacao. Cacao is one of the best sources of magnesium.
Mm,
Magnesium is something that helps our body again to produce neurotransmitters. And also, magnesium helps in insulin signaling. So, insulin is a hormone that delivers sugar inside every cell of our body, including our brain cells. And magnesium helps to do that.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Okay.
sugar as well. Sugar, as I said, is quick, instant energy for the brain cells.
Okay, the next question. How long does it usually take to notice improvement when we supporting our body? For example,
Mhm.
if we want to improve, let's say someone decided after our life today, okay, yes, I have PMS, but I want to improve it. So what we need to do? Like, can you tell us step by step what is our actions?
Yes. So as I mentioned before, it's not instant. It's not like that. It's not like a tablet that you take and you feel better. This is a process. A process is like a journey towards a better feeling or feeling better. We start from the very day one of your menstruation,
Mm-hmm.
and the next cycle, when you have it, write everything down. Write how you feel, so you can compare how you feel next month, how you feel in 3 months, how you feel in half a year, in a year, and you can see the improvements. So you can visualize the cycle, and knowing what's happening during every stage of your cycle, you know how to support yourself during your menstruation, the actual bleeding. You're actually you're getting rid of a tissue of your body, endometrium, that is being shed out of your uterine. It's like it's a shock for your body, and we still want to move, we still want to run 8 kilometers or 10, we still work hard, we don't sleep, we need to relax.
Mhm.
It's a very inflammatory state. So when we have our menstruation, we need to calm down as well. We need to slow down. We need to eat proper food. We need to support our estrogen detox and support our estrogen levels as well, because they're gonna come up soon. How we support it? We need good fats, omega-3 fatty fish like
Mhm.
salmon. We If we don't consume fish because we don't like it, we have to take omega-3 supplements. Then after menstruation, we are firing. We have high level of estrogen. This is where we can do the things. This is where we can go to the gym. This is
Mhm.
where we should do heavy running, heavy exercise. This is where we can actually perform the best. And in order to perform the best, we need to good to get into us good nutrition, more calories, because we do more activities. Just include carbs like rice, like black rice, white rice, buckwheat, quinoa, and along with vegetables, as always. Then we have luteal phase. We need to slow down again, and we
Mhm.
need to support our neurotransmitters. And this is where, when you feel restless, when you feel bad sleep, what you can do, there is a sleep routine. It's a really beautiful procedure how you prepare your body for sleep. It's not just like turn on TV, watch series and fall asleep. No, you need to get away from all the screens for like 1 hour before you sleep. Take some magnesium supplements.
I
um,
did.
so the the best thing that we can do is start slowly, track everything that we feel, and just proper nutrition in general.
Mhm.
Um, don't skip meals. Don't have your treats on their own. Have them just as a dessert. Have a lot of fiber. And also, as women, we have this estrogen levels which needs to be they need to be detoxified by our liver. We need to support our liver all
Mhm.
the time. And in order to support our liver, we need to consume a lot of cruciferous vegetables, from broccolis, from cabbage, and vitamins B as well. Either we can take a vitamin B complex, or we can consume a lot of vitamin B rich food, rice, seeds, nuts, and seeds, and meat as well, and animal food.
Mhm. Uliana, we have also one very good question. How do coffee and caffeine affect the body during PMS? And will they worsen anxiety symptoms?
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh,
Caffeine. I love caffeine. I am addicted to coffee. I can't live without that. Anyone who knows me, that would agree with that. It increases your irritability. It makes your headaches worse. It stops your liver from detoxifying the hormones. Not stop, but it slows it down.
mm,
um, but unfortunately, um, for women who cannot be without that, there's no other way to like drink something different. So, for example, if you say I drink chamomile tea instead of that, no, you can't drink anything else. Coffee is the only substance that makes me feel a human. So yes, it does worsen PMS symptoms, especially if you have irritability or bad sleep. Um, but just reduce the amounts. Have it only in the morning.
Mhm. So yeah, we can't do anything with caffeine, but it actually affects. Yeah, we need to
Yes,
say
it
that
does. It does affect the
it.
PMS symptoms.
And what do you think about matcha? Because I think like few months ago in American TikTok, there was a big trend about matcha, but it was trend how women showed their result after using matcha for quite a long time, and it actually influence on iron level. So many women started to feel tired because the iron level goes down after drinking like matcha every day. Not men, just women started to feel bad, and it was many videos was in TikTok, in Instagram, and me personally, I think I feel the same. I used to drink matcha a lot. For example, after coffee, I don't feel so bad, but after matcha, I used to feel really bad. I
Mhm.
noticed it. Yeah, can you explain us why it happens as we're talking about caffeine, about hormones?
Mhm. Oh, I think that much it's got theanine. This substance is probably have more than in green tea. All tea has it, and
Mm-hmm.
even when you're anemic and you go to a doctor, and the doctor would a good doctor would recommend you have your iron tablet away from coffee and even tea, because it has got substances, chemical substances, that blocks iron absorption. You just take your tablet, and it doesn't absorb. It is not absorbed in your body because you drank it with tea. And I assume that matcha has more greater level of those. Even when you try your matcha on its own without milk, it's really bitter.
Mm-hmm.
And this bitterness is because of the substances, and they not only bitter here on your mouth, it affects the absorption of nutrients.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
But matcha is better than coffee in a sense of it does have caffeine as well, but it's because it's got L-theanine. This is another substance that should be actually calming. So
Mm.
it's like co-interactive. So you have caffeine, but also you have this calming compound, and in total, plus and minus equals zero. So it shouldn't affect your sleep. So for some people, when they drink matcha instead of coffee, it doesn't affect their sleep.
Mm. Yeah, it's a good point.
Hey,
Thank you so much, Uliana. Lots
you're
of
welcome.
lots of interesting information today, and I guess we will continue to talk next time. And everyone who is watching us right now, we are gonna to tell you that it's possible to book online consultation with Uliana or with our different nutritionists on our website, LoveSelf, and we have 15-minute free consultations that you can book. You can discuss your problem, you can discuss what you need to improve, what you want to improve with your body, because actually I think it's very important not to wait until we feel
Mhm.
completely bad and then to go to a
Mhm.
doctor and then to start taking supplements and do something. I think it's very important to improve if we feel any symptoms at the moment, like every month
Mhm.
already. So, everyone, please take care. Body is everything what we have here. We need to take care about body. Women are very beautiful creatures,
Oh,
and
yes.
yeah, so I'm so happy to be with LoveSelf here with you, Liana, with our other girls, and
Yes, me too.
some lots of important things. So free consultation, 15 minutes, but you can already understand what you need to do and how you can work with your body, how to improve it. Thank you, everyone, and I hope we see you very soon on our next live.
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here on your portal. It's a very nice company, and it's very good to look at a woman 360 all around. We are very complicated.
Yeah, we're very complicated. That's why our approach, it's not only like take supplements or do exercises. Our approach is completely like 360, as you told.
Mm.
So we have nutritional therapists, we have our sport specialists if you need to improve your body. We also have supplements, how to support if you need to take a blood test. We have the best clinics in London to do it. So our approach is like completely different to many others right now, and I think it's very good that we can improve our body in many different ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a good evening.
Okay, have a good evening. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.